Scorpio. March is going to be a pretty sexy month, which I know is right up your alley. It's about having fun, enjoying yourself, and having a little romance in the process. I think there's a particular relationship that is coming up for review, and it's going to be interesting, but there's a lot to be gained from this particular relationship. Want to know more? Keep watching and I'll explain all about it. Scorpio, what's going on? It's your girl Mel of Divine Feminine Works, and as always, I hope that this video finds you well and in excellent spirits. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. This channel is everything tarot, astrology, and spirituality. So if those are the things that interest you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you'll always be notified when I come out with new content. All right, Scorpio, this is going to be the astro forecast and tarot scope for you for the month of March 2021. Off the bat, I have to say that I'm really liking the astrology of this month because this month is pretty chill. We don't have any retrogrades. All planets are going direct. So it's almost like instead of having to take 10 steps backward in order to go forward, we can sort of go forward unbothered and uninterrupted. It's not to say that there isn't going to be any sort of like pockets of intense energy. It just means that this month isn't going to be as crazy as some of the other months we've experienced in the recent past. So I don't know about you, but for me, I'm very thankful for that. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So of course, we always start out the astrology talking about the sun. So the sun this month will be in Pisces and then will transit into Aries come March 20th. So March is really like a month of extremes because on the one hand, we have Pisces season, which is the end of the astrological year. And then on the other hand, we have Aries, which is the beginning. So it's very much a pivotal month, right? It's a month that starts out sort of quiet, and is about reflection, introspection, our emotions, and then we head into Aries, which is all about action and starting new things. So March is always a very interesting month. And for you, Scorpio, March has a heavy emphasis on your 5th house of self-expression and your 6th house of work and health, all right? So during Pisces season, when the sun is in Pisces, it's going to light up your 5th house of self-expression. And self-expression is exactly that. It's your creative endeavors. It's also, I like the 5th house because it's very much a fun house. It's a lighthearted house. It deals with your heart, things that you're passionate about, and expressions of yourself like creative endeavors, creativity. It also rules romantic relationships and children. It also rules sports and entertainment and sort of the lighter side of life. So I feel like for you, Scorpio, in the beginning of the month, you guys are sort of going to be taking it easy and sort of having fun, having sort of that childlike energy. Some of you may be, your relationship with your children is going to be highlighted. And it's really, because we're talking about Pisces, it's going to be you being of service to your children or your children being of service to you. You know, take it as it resonates. For others of you, your creativity is going to be lit this month because Pisces is all about creativity, the imagination. Think about movies, how movies can be very much fiction and larger than life. That is the essence of Pisces. And because this is all going down in your 5th house of self-expression, a lot of you are going to be very creative. Maybe movies are going to play a big role in your life, in at least in the beginning of the month. For those of you that work in the film industry or the entertainment industry, you're really going to flourish in the beginning of the month. So keep that in mind, all right? And again, it's just a really creative time for you. Pisces is also about love, particularly unconditional love. Pisces is the higher octave of Venus. And when you think about Venus, you think about relationships, you think about love, attraction. Pisces takes that like 10 steps further, and it's all about unconditional love, love for humanity. And when you're talking about romantic partnerships, even though the fifth house is very much dating, like not very serious commitment, I feel like with the presence of the sun in Pisces in your fifth house for the beginning of the month, I feel like your romantic relationships are going to be a little less superficial. Not gonna say you're gonna marry the first person you meet or the person that you're just casually dating. I feel like you're going to have more of sort of an emotional and less superficial bond with people that you're dating. So that should be fun and interesting during Pisces season. And then come March 20th, the sun is going to transit into the sign of Aries, which is going to mark a new astrological year. So that's really the new year, okay? And the sun is going to move into your sixth house of work and health. Aries is very much an action-oriented sign, and it's all about starting and initiating things. So for you, Scorpio, being that this is going down in your sixth house, I feel like at that time, your focus is going to shift towards work and health. That may be starting new work projects, getting organized finally, maybe being of service and adding more services to whatever you do for people. Health-wise, you may start a new diet, a new workout regimen, just doing new things to get your health on track. So that's pretty much what's going to happen once the new year begins and the sun moves into the sign of Aries again on March 20th. So now let's talk about the moon, because we have a new moon in the sign of Pisces on March 13th, and we have a full moon in the sign of Libra on March 28th. So first things first, let's talk about the new moon in Pisces. And so this is going to be going down in your fifth house of self-expression. New moons are all about setting new intentions and planting new seeds. And this moon, because it's going to be in Pisces, is going to be very dreamy, imaginative, romantic. So if you're looking to, especially because this is your fifth house that rules romance and dating, if you guys are looking for a new boo, if you guys are looking to get partnered up, use the energy of this new moon to sort of manifest that. Otherwise, this new moon is going to be great. When I mean great, I mean extremely great for creative projects. So any new projects you're looking to launch, any new creative endeavors or campaigns that you want to start, you're going to want to use the energy of the new moon to plant those seeds. It's going to be excellent for that. All right, so moving on, let's talk about the full moon, which is going down in Libra on March 28th. And this is going to be in your 12th house of solitude and confinement. Full moons do one of two things. They either show you the culmination of things done in the past. So think back 6 months ago during the Libra new moon, which was also taking place in your 12th house of rest, solitude, and confinement. Maybe you planted new seeds back then. 12th house transits are very solitary, as I said, being that it's the house of solitude and confinement. So a lot of times when you have a 12th house transit, you're being directed inward, doing a lot of emotional cleaning and cleansing and work. Sometimes that may be when you decide to go to therapy. That may be when you decide to sort of tackle some of those emotional wounds, repressed emotions. Think about the past and sort of try to reconcile it, or at least come to peace with it. So think back 6 months ago. Maybe you planted seeds concerning those sort of things back then. If you did, then around the full moon on the 28th, you're going to see the results of those things. Whatever has come to fruition, you're going to see that at the full moon. For the other way that full moons sort of play out is that they uncover things that may have been hidden or in the dark. And being that this is your 12th house, this may be inner turmoil, repressed emotions that may show themselves at the light of this full moon, that may be uncovered to you at this time. Also, being the fact that this full moon is in the sign of Libra, the theme of reciprocity and balance is going to be like a really big thing. Wherever this full moon shines its light, it's really going to highlight where you have been experiencing imbalances. And this is going to play out for you in terms of your spiritual health and your physical health. So I feel like everything having to do with you, whether it's your physical body or your soul body, that is going to be highlighted under the full moon. And the purpose of that is to bring your attention to it so that you can probably balance the scales. Maybe on the one hand, you guys have been paying too much attention to your physical health and not your spiritual health, or vice versa. Maybe you guys have been of service to other people more so than you've been of service to yourself. Whatever it is, the full moon is going to highlight that so you can get things back in balance. And again, that's happening in the sign of Libra on March 28th. Moving right along, let's talk about Mars, because back on March 3rd, Mars made its way into Gemini, and this was all going down in your 8th house of transformation, sex, and shared resources. So for you, Scorpio, by the time back on March 3rd and for the next month, your sex drive may be through the roof. I mean, this is sort of natural to you guys. You guys are a very sexy sign, I must say, but your libido is going to be heightened definitely during this time. Also, I feel like the way this transit may play out for you is that Mars in Gemini is very social. Mars in Gemini is also about starting a lot of different endeavors. It's like getting a lot of ideas and then acting on them. And being that this is taking place in your house of transformation, sex, and shared resources, some of you may be intimate with a lot of people. Let's just be real. That's how this could play out. For others of you, you're going to be in search of things that are really going to transform your life. You guys may be doing a lot of major things right now, life-changing things. You may be doing a lot of that. For others of you, when it comes to shared resources, that's about loans, that's about taxes, inheritances, and basically other people's money and other people's resources. So maybe you guys are starting different projects with other people's resources. Maybe those resources belong to your partner. Maybe they belong to a bank. Maybe they belong to a business. You guys may be doing real estate deals. You may be doing business deals with other people's money. And you may be doing a lot of it because Mars in Gemini is sort of all over the place. So you guys are going to be very busy in that or those arenas of your life. The thing with Mars in Gemini is that it's great at starting things, but not finishing. So you're going to want to keep that in mind because you don't want a trail of unfinished projects in your path, right? So you may just want to rein things in and you may want to get focused on maybe 1, 2, or even 3 things that you can sort of put your energy into and are motivated to start so that you're not scattered and all over the place. But again, that's Mars in Gemini going down in your 8th house. And again, that was back on March 3rd. Moving right along, we get to Mercury because on March 15th, Mercury is going to make its way into Pisces. Now, Mercury is in detriment in Pisces, and that means that its energy is very weakened and debilitated. Think of it this way. Mercury is very logical. It's very left brain. It's all about communication and ideas and sharp ideas and brilliant ideas and flashes of insight. Pisces is all about feelings and emotions and intuition. So Mercury in Pisces really forces you to think intuitively, creatively. It also forces you to listen to your intuition. And so for you, Scorpio, Mercury transiting into Pisces is your 5th house of self-expression. This is actually a great placement for you because this is the house where you can be creative. So now you can come up with a bunch of creative ideas. You can speak, you can express yourself from your heart, which is the whole point of the 5th house. It's very heart-centered. So this is actually going to be a good transit for you. If it comes to anything else, like any responsibilities that you have, any obligations, when it comes to thinking about and communicating with respect to those, that is where you're going to find a little difficulty because again, Mercury in Pisces is very flowery and imaginative. It's not very direct and to the point. Okay. But again, creativity is going to be a thing for you this month, Scorpio. So you're definitely gonna take advantage of it. I don't know what I meant to say, but you're definitely going to want to take advantage of all of this creative energy that's going to be at your disposal. Okay. And then finally, we talk about Venus because on March 21st, Venus is going to make her way into Aries, and this is going to be going down in your 6th house of work and health. So Venus is all about attraction. It's all about relationships. So I feel like at that time, your relationships with customers, coworkers, and clients are going to come into the fold. You may be forging new relationships because Aries is a starter. It's an initiator. It's an initiator. So maybe reaching out and providing services for new customers and clients may be your thing for this transit, right? But the thing to remember about Venus in Aries is that it's very sort of superficial. It's not about forging deep bonds. And if you're talking about clients and customers, the way that you approach them and sort of the relationships that start to form, they may not be long lasting. They sort of may be for the moment. So keep that in mind. Venus in Aries very much gives me it reminds me of quantity versus quality. Not that you're going to have like shitty ass relationships. It's like you're going to have more relationships more so than quality relationships. But still a good transit, especially if you want to attract new clients and customers. Okay. So Scorpio, that is the astro forecast for you for the month of March 2021. If you'd like to know more about what March has in store for you, the links to the monthly and weekly horoscopes are in the description box below. So don't forget to check those out, and don't forget to read for your sun, moon, and rising sign. All right, so now that we've gotten the astrology out of the way, let's get into the tarot and see what messages the Spirit has for you for this month. All right, Scorpio, you know the deal. We start out with the oracle cards for an overarching and broad message, and then we work our way back with the tower for more specific stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. First card out we have is Earth. Okay, this is a very practical, this is very tangible. This is talking about something real. Okay, wonder what this has to do with. Let's keep pulling and see what we got. Okay, we have synchronicity. So this is all about getting signs and signals. And this is a number 44, which is an 8. 8 is all about infinity. This is also the 8th house, which is where Mars is going to be, or where Mars transited back on March 3rd. So interesting. So 8th house is all about transformation, all about doing things that are going to transform your life. And you guys are very comfortable with 8th house energy because you guys are like the sign of transformation. You guys are the phoenix rising from the ashes. And I feel like you're going to get signs and synchronicities, real signs and synchronicities. This isn't just, I'm getting more than like just angel numbers or anything like that. You guys are going to see actual signs, hear actual messages from people about this transformation or things that are changing drastically in your life. Okay. And then we have not the right time. Interesting. Actually, I think a couple of other signs got this card. It's not the right time for something right now. Interesting. All right, let's get into the tarot and see what this is about, because I'm really interested to know. And I feel like this message, it's almost like Spirit is like, I'm going to give you a sneak preview. I'm not going to tell you. It's like you're going to have to uncover everything at the end. And that's very much Scorpionic energy. You guys are very mysterious. You don't show too much up front. People got to get comfortable with you. You have to get comfortable with other people before you really let them into the depths of your soul, like you guys are so great at doing. So I feel like this is how this reading is like playing out. It's like, all right, we're just going to scratch the surface right now, but we're about to get in real deep in a second. Interesting. All right, let's get some cards out here. First card out is the Hermit. Okay, so this is spending some alone time. This is spending time in the cave, and the cave can be quite dark. Some of you, it's the depths of your soul that you are really, that you're really examining right now. And that is very emblematic of Pisces season. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's sort of when we withdraw. It's also when we, sort of get our emotions together. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are doing, at least for the beginning half of the month. Which is interesting because in the beginning half of the month with Pisces, the sun in Pisces, it's lighting up your 5th house, which is the house of fun. It's the house of getting out there, dating and stuff like that. So this is very interesting. I'm also getting a Virgo here. There is a Virgo that is either, you're either dating. A Virgo could be a child. Some of you have a child that is very withdrawn right now. Your child may also be going through a very transformative time right now, okay? But for some of you, I'm getting just Virgo. There's a Virgo who may be pertinent to this reading, but let's keep pulling some cards and see exactly what we got here. Okay. We've got the Knight of Cups. This is that Casanova, someone coming to offer you their cup of love, or you offering someone else your cup of love. I think it has to do with a Virgo, especially with the sun in your 5th house of romance and dating during Pisces season. Could be a Virgo that's very transformative to your life. Okay. Virgo also talks about health matters. And with the sun going into your 6th house of work and health during Aries season, there may be a health matter that you guys need to address. Okay. I get that. That's for very select few people. For others of you, there may be a Virgo who's approaching you, or you maybe want to approach a Virgo on some dating stuff, and it is not the right time. I feel like you're going to get a lot of signs about how this may not be the right time or it may not be the right person. All right, let's keep going. Okay, we've got the 5 of Wands. This speaks to strife, competition. Perhaps it may not be the right time with this Virgo because this Virgo is all over the place. They've got a lot of competition. A lot of people vying for them. They're not exactly single. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. We've got the Star. The Star is all about wishing upon a star. I get the sense that you or this Virgo is very popular. The presence of this Five of Wands with this competition. The reason why there's this competition is because one of you could be a celebrity, could be someone who's really in the spotlight, someone who shines very brightly. So it may not be the right time with this person because this person is not single at all, or they just got so much competition around them. Or this could be you. You could be the Star, and it may not be the right time to start to settle down with someone, to get intimate with someone. Okay, but let's keep going. Let's get 3 more cards from this deck. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands, all about new beginnings, passionate new beginning. Okay, so this is definitely about a relationship, about dating someone. Let's see. Let's get 2 more. Okay, we've got 1. We've got the Page of Cups. Okay. Let's get 1 more. Oh, we got 3, but I'm inclined to take them. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, we've got Death and Rebirth. This is you. And then we've got the Chariot. This is moving forward. Interesting. Yeah, someone's juggling more than one person. I feel like if you've started dating someone, and I get a strong sense that this person is a Virgo, they could also be another water sign. So they could be a Cancer, another Scorpio, or a Pisces. I feel like this person may be juggling more than one person. And I mean, the 5th house is all about dating. It's not about commitment. But you guys, as a sign generally, I find that you guys are emotionally invested, right? So it's not always just about superficiality with you guys. And I feel like there may be someone that you have your eyes on, someone that you're interacting with, that you may want to take it to the next level with them in the future. And I'm really getting the sense that this person may be a Virgo. But I feel like this person may have a lot of competition. They may be very popular. They may be juggling a lot of people. And I feel like you dating this person might end very soon. With the presence of this Death card, I don't see this relationship going too far. I feel like someone's going to be going in a different direction and moving forward. Okay? I also get like new feelings. This is very new. This isn't something that's been going on for a long time. I feel like one of the reasons why you maybe dated this person or maybe dating this person is that it's supposed to ignite something within you. It's meant to ignite this flame, right? Especially with the presence of the Ace of Wands. It's sort of like fulfilling a desire. Definitely could be a sexual desire, but I don't see mature feelings. I don't see this maturing into anything further than just dating or perhaps sex. I feel like it feels good for the moment, but it's not the right time for this. This is not going much further, okay? And you're going to get signs and synchronicities about that, okay? Let's get some, first of all, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is really, you see, it's just these people like, I hate to say third party situation, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. This is, you know, multiple people working on something. This isn't anything committed. Let's just say that, okay? Don't get stuck on this relationship. That's what Spirit wants me to convey to you. Don't get stuck in this, because I feel like by getting stuck in it, you're really just going to set yourself up for disappointment. For some of you, you could be the one who's very popular, the one who's got lots of options. So try not to break someone's heart, especially if you see that the person that you're dealing with, you may feel like this person wants to take it to the next level. They want to get serious. So be easy. Like, don't try to break their heart or anything. But again, I don't see this relationship going too far. This is definitely something for the moment, but Maybe you see something in this person too, because I'm being drawn to this not the right time. So maybe in the future, it may be the right time to really take this seriously. But for right now, it's not. Let's get some clarification. I want to get on the Hermit because this is giving me Virgo vibes. So I want to see if that's definitely the case or if it's something else. I also see an age difference. Someone is definitely younger. I feel like it's you. So the person that you're dating is probably older than you. Oh, look at this. We've got male, female. So yes, this is a Virgo, okay? Doesn't have to be a female, just someone who carries feminine energy, okay? But definitely a Virgo. Or someone who's just quiet, reclusive, very practical, okay? Okay. Let's get one of this Five of Wands. Let's see what this is. Okay, we've got false person. Okay, yeah, so you already know the deal, right? False person. This person isn't what they seem. Again, it's not even like they're false in the sense that they're a liar, they're a cheater, all of this stuff, but they just have a lot of options. They got a lot going on. This person could be a lot more popular than they let on, because the presence of the Hermit card, I feel like they come off as someone who's very reclusive, someone who isn't really out there, but they are just shining bright like a star. They've got so many people after them. They've got so many suitors, so many people that want to get with them, people that they may be entertaining, but they don't come off like that. Okay. Let's get one on this Page of Cups. Oops. We've got gift. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there is, and at the bottom of the deck, we have imprisonment. This is Spirit saying, don't get locked into this. Don't commit yourself to this relationship because it's really not going to go much further than it already has. This is really almost like a blessing in disguise because it's going to wake up your desire to what you actually want. I feel like this person, you know how I said in the beginning of the reading, it's like you get a taste of it. That's what this person is. This person is a taste of what you want. And it's going to ignite that flame in you to move forward and find what you really want in someone else. That is the purpose of you dating this person. And that's not a bad thing. It really isn't. Because sometimes no's always eventually lead to a yes. And the no's really show us what we don't want, what we don't need, so that we become very clear and focused on what it is that we do want and we do need. And that's exactly what's going on for you this month, Scorpio, in the dating arena. Not bad at all. All right. So let's get 3 astrology cards to close out the reading. First card out we have is Capricorn. Capricorn is also an earth sign, right? So you may be dealing with a Capricorn, maybe not so much a Virgo, but someone who's quiet, someone who's about their money, someone who's very stable. Capricorn also speaks to Saturn, okay? So this may be a karmic lesson for you. For others, I'm just hearing that you shouldn't tie yourself down to this situation. You really shouldn't. This person that you're dealing with is, I'm hearing ambitious, right? Ambitious, and they shine like a star. They're very attractive too. Could be very attractive, not just necessarily in looks, but like their aura. They attract a lot of people. But don't get tied down to this. That's not what the purpose of this is. Okay, let's get 2 more cards out here. Okay, look at this. 5th house, where the sun is for Pisces season. This is about passion. This relationship really just ignites your passion so that you can find that in someone else. Point blank, period. Okay, one last card. Oops. Okay, we have the 4th house, roots. This is saying don't set up roots with this person. This is not what this is. This isn't longevity. This isn't someone that you're going to have a family with. And I'm sorry if I sound just like very matter of fact, but that's how it is. You know, we all go through relationships that are just meant for a season, right? It's not to say that you're using this person for sex or vice versa. It's that it ignites your passion. You know, it's good to have fun. And that is what Pisces season is showing you. Pisces season, it's like that last bit of fun you can have before things get serious. In Aries season, when you focus on work and health. And by the time Taurus season runs around, that's when there's going to be a focus in your relationship sector. So maybe by the time Taurus season comes around, maybe then might be the time, because now is not the right time. Maybe then might be the time to take things to the next level with this person. So for some of you, this relationship may last. And by the time you get to Taurus season, that's when you're going to want to have those serious conversations and make a commitment to each other. But for the vast majority of you, even if you will be making a commitment in Taurus season, it might not be with the person that you're dating now. Just keep that in mind. Have fun and enjoy it, because that's really what it's about. Life doesn't always have to be so serious. Now, don't use people, okay? We're not doing any of that. But just have fun. Enjoy the moment, because that's what this month is all about. All right, Scorpio, that has been your astro forecast and taroscope for the month of March 2021. I sincerely hope that you were able to get at least one important message from this reading. Speaking of readings, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or order an astrology report, those links are in the description box below, so don't forget to check those out. And while you're checking things out, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Divine Feminine Works. Every week I do a series called The Week Ahead, where it's a reading just like this, a quick and dirty astro forecast and taroscope for the upcoming week. So follow me over there so you don't miss any of that. Scorpio, as always, everything I do is a labor of love and comes straight from the bottom of my heart. If you feel so inclined and would like to tip me by buying me a coffee, and tips are always greatly appreciated, I'll leave that link in the description box as well. Scorpio, my loves, as always, it is a privilege and an honor to read for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next time.